Welcome to the Rich Rabbit, and today we'll be discussing the life of the tennis queen of Russia, Maria Sharapova. But first things first, if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, please do consider doing it, and don't forget to click the bell icon. Your valuable suggestions are very important to us, so do post them in the comment section. Maria Sharapova is a former pro tennis player who became the first Russian woman to win Wimbledon and earned a silver medal at the 2012 London Olympics. Born in Russia, Sharapova moved to the US at an early age and began training at the Nick Bollettieri Tennis Academy. After turning professional as a teen, she burst into the spotlight by winning the 2004 Wimbledon women's singles title. Sharapova became the 10th woman to earn a career Grand Slam with her French Open win in 2012, and she claimed her second French crown and 5th overall Grand Slam title in 2014. Suspended for 15 months after testing positive for a banned substance, Sharapova returned to the court in April 2017 and won her final WTA title later that year. She announced her retirement in February 2020. Sharapova was born on 19th of April 1987 in Nyagan, Siberia, Russia. After learning to play tennis as a young child, she moved with her father to Florida, earning a scholarship at age 9. Long-limbed and powerful, Sharapova showed immense promise on the competitive circuit. She turned professional on her 14th birthday, but continued to compete among her peers, finishing runner-up at the Junior Wimbledon and French Open tournaments in 2002. Sharapova claimed her first WTA victory at the 2003 AIG Japan Open, and also reached the 4th round at Wimbledon on her first attempt during the same year. Success came the following year when she won the singles title at Wimbledon, becoming Russia's first female Wimbledon champion. At the end of 2004, she added a WTA Championships title to her list of achievements. Sharapova became the first Russian woman to ascend to the sport's top rankings in 2005, and the following year, she claimed her second Grand Slam title with a win at the US Open. The tennis star was slowed by shoulder problems for much of 2007 and 2008, although she managed to win her third Grand Slam with a dominant showing at the 2008 Australian Open. She finally underwent shoulder surgery that October, and the resulting layoff forced her out of the top 100 until her return to singles action in May 2009. Sharapova struggled to regain her consistency against the premier players, but she was back in the top 20 by the end of 2009 and finished 2011 ranked number 4 in the world. In June 2012, Sharapova capped her comeback by defeating Sara Errani in the French Open final. The victory made her just the 10th woman to complete a career Grand Slam and allowed her to regain the world number 1 ranking. At the 2012 Summer Olympic Games, Sharapova's Olympic debut, she won a silver medal in women's singles, losing the gold to American tennis star Serena Williams. The Russian continued to play well in subsequent majors, finishing runner-up at the 2013 French Open. However, shoulder problems again took a toll, and not long after a disappointing second-round loss at Wimbledon, she withdrew from action for the remainder of the season. Regaining momentum in 2014, Sharapova won her second French Open and 5th overall Grand Slam title by defeating Simona Halep. In 2015, she advanced to the Australian Open final and the semi-finals of the US Open before finishing the year ranked number 4. In March 2016, Sharapova announced that she had failed a drug test at the Australian Open in January. At a press conference, the tennis star said that she had tested positive for mildronate, with an active ingredient of meldonium, which she had been taking for health issues since 2006. The drug was added to the World Doping Agency's prohibited list on January 1, 2016. In June 2016, an independent tribunal appointed by the International Tennis Federation suspended Sharapova from playing for 2 years because of the failed drug test. In October 2016, after Sharapova appealed her 2-year suspension, the Court of Arbitration for Sport announced that her punishment would be reduced to 15 months, allowing her to return to international competition in April 2017. At the conclusion of her suspension, Sharapova returned to action at the Porsche Tennis Grand Prix on 26th of April 2017. She won her first WTA title in 2 years at the Tianjin Open in October and battled her way back into the sport's top 30 in 2018. Her quarterfinal showing at the French Open was among the year's highlights. But the erstwhile champion struggled to remain competitive after advancing to the 4th round of the 2019 Australian Open. Her performance hindered by nagging physical problems. In February 2020, 1 month after her first-round loss at the Australian Open, Sharapova announced her retirement in a Vanity Fair essay. Off the court, Sharapova landed major commercial endorsements with Nike, Avon, Evian, Porsche, and Tiffany & Co. among other companies. She was the world's highest-paid female athlete for several years, with Forbes estimating her career earnings at $325 million at the time of her retirement. After the March 2016 announcement that Sharapova had failed a drug test, sponsors including Porsche suspended their relationships with the tennis star. Other sponsors like Nike and the racket manufacturer Head continued their support of Sharapova. Sharapova's other business ventures include the 2012 launch of the Sugar Poa candy line with Jeff Rubin, the founder of It's Sugar. A portion of the sales are donated to the Maria Sharapova Foundation to support her charitable causes. In her personal life, Sharapova began a relationship with Slovenian basketball player Sasha Vujacic. In 2009, the two getting engaged the following year. However, during a post-match conference at the 2012 US Open, Sharapova announced that the engagement was off and that her relationship with Vujacic had ended. Afterward, she dated Bulgarian tennis pro Grigor Dimitrov from 2013 to 2015. She had been linked to Paddle 8 co-founder Alexander Gilt since 2018, and the pair got engaged in December 2020. Now, as a bonus, let's talk about some lesser-known facts related to Maria Sharapova. Sharapova's talent was first spotted by tennis great Martina Navratilova. When Sharapova was just 6 years old, she attended a tennis clinic in Moscow, which was run by Navratilova. After watching her play, she told Sharapova's father, Yuri Sharapov, that his daughter was specially gifted, and suggested that she receive professional training at the IMG Academy in Florida. The academy had produced several tennis greats, such as Andre Agassi, Boris Becker, Jim Courier, and others. Sharapova would eventually be enrolled in the academy 3 years later, receiving a full-time scholarship. Sharapova was the most searched athlete on Yahoo in 2005 and 2008. When you attain a massive amount of success at a tender age of 17, you are bound to have a huge internet following. Sharapova took the world by storm by winning the Wimbledon title in 2004 and reached the top of the WTA rankings in 2005, which made her the first Russian female tennis player to be ranked number 1. The Russian was the most searched athlete on Yahoo that year, along with 2 other tennis players who made the top 10. Sharapova would become the most searched athlete on Yahoo once again in 2008, where she was the only tennis player, male or female, to be included in the top 10. Another thing which you may not know about her is that Sharapova is a huge fan of architecture and music. In an interview with the Age newspaper in 2015, Sharapova admitted that she's a big fan of art, stating Britain's Tracey Emin to be among her favorite artists. As a matter of fact, Sharapova's beach house at Manhattan is a private gallery. Sharapova is also an avid fan of music, stating that she enjoys listening to songs by renowned singer and Academy Award-winning actress Cher. Sharapova is also a huge fan of Russian folk music and dance. And with that, it's time for us to take a hike. But we sure hope you learned something of value today, and if you did, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon. Your feedback is important to us, so keep it coming, and I'll see you in the next video.